talk about dharma today. Generally, dharma is misunderstood by many people. We have a narrow view of dharma. We consider dharma as Hindu, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Zoroastrianism, and so on. Actually, dharma has different connotations. What is the dharma of sugar?
To be sweet.
To be sweet, isn't it? But if you take out the sweetness from the sugar, what will remain? Tell me. Sand. It is sand. Similarly, the wood. What is dharma of wood?
To burn.
To burn, to fire, to create fire. Dharma of wood is not to make the furniture, to make the decorative pieces. Dharma of wood is to create fire. There are two types of dharma. One is swadharma and one is paradharma. Our forefathers wrote various treatises and they were compiled into Vedas and Smritis. Vedas actually give you the way of life, how to live in a society, what to do to please the God. So various types of Vedas like Atharvaveda and all the four Vedas came into being, and also Smriti came into being. Smriti also gives what are the duties of various people in the society. Vedas also give the duties in the society. What should one do in the society? That is paradharma. That is dharma of the body. Paradharma is the body, dharma of the body, duty of the body. What this body is supposed to do. Like mother, father, sister, wife, son, daughter, they are relationship with the body. It is not soul relationship. So the duties in the society of a wife, of a mother, of a daughter, and so on and so forth are paradharma. You go and earn the bread, bring the food, eat, people eat it, you are doing your duty as wife, husband, daughter, son, father, mother. They are all paradharma. What is swadharma? Swadharma is the duty of soul, or shall we say, what you follow, what your soul tells you to do is swadharma. I will give you an example. You want to do right or wrong. There are two options. And then you ask yourself, what should I do? Which is more right? Which is more correct? So you ask your soul or Baba residing in you, and you listen to your inner voice and you act according to that. That is swadharma. The dharma, the duties or the action dictated by the soul, Atma. Atma dharma is swadharma. Have you followed this? So, how can you distinguish between swadharma and paradharma? Swadharma, paradharma are all laid down in Vedas. What is to be done? It is laid down in Bible, it is laid down in Quran, it is laid down in Buddhic scriptures also. What should be done by the body? But swadharma, they are not generally laid down. Swadharma, from time to time you have to ask your soul, you have to listen to the inner voice in order to follow the correct path. when we say the righteousness has gone down in Kali Yuga by 7%, we mean that people are not following what their soul is telling them, but they are following what their mind is telling them and committing bad karmas. Sometimes the mind tells you to do something which is neither paradharma nor swadharma, and that becomes sin. I hope you have been able to follow what I am trying to say. Swadharma cannot be sin, paradharma cannot be sin. But in between, the mind dictates you to take certain actions which are neither paradharma nor swadharma. And therefore, they are the sins. They are the bad karmas that we commit. So, we should distinguish between these three types of dharmas. One, paradharma, swadharma, and the actions dictated by mind. The power of discrimination that God has given us is to distinguish between good and bad, to distinguish between swadharma, paradharma, and the dictate by the mind. क्या हो गया?
Take finished.
Battery finished?
No, take finished.
Okay. So in order to follow the correct path, or shall we say, use the power of discrimination correctly, we must understand the differentiation between these three types of actions. To listen to inner voice, we always recommend to you to meditate on Baba for about 20 minutes. If you have not been meditating for a long time, then you might have to meditate for a longer period, more than 20 minutes. Then you are fully concentrating, you ask Baba, what is to be done, Baba? Is this right or wrong, or this is right or this is wrong? Then you will find answer, Baba saying what is right. Sometimes you do wrong things, and then you are conscious, the God residing in you pricks you, tells you, oh, you've done wrong, you've done wrong. You keep feeling about it, that you've done wrong, you've done wrong. In order not to reach to this point, it is better that you, before you take any action, meditate on Baba. Find out what is right, what is swadharma, what is paradharma, and what is mind's action. And then you will be able to follow absolutely correct path. In Kali Yuga, there are many temptations. People want to do this, people want to do that. And in that, one gets entangled in committing bad karma. You don't realize even that you are doing bad karma, and you do bad karma. Because you have not meditated on the action to be taken, because you have not distinguished between good and bad, because you have not discriminated between good, bad and mind. And therefore, one gets entangled into committing bad karmas. In Kali Yuga, if you do good karmas or sat karmas and follow the right path, you will be standing at the door of liberation. Baba will guide you in a manner that you can get liberated. I give you many examples. I can give you many examples of this. Many people come at the last moment when 2-3 years of their life is left to Guruji and ask Guruji, please give me Guru Mantra. Who told you to take Guru Mantra? My inner self says I must take Guru Mantra. Now they don't know anything about Guru Mantra, most of the people in Western countries, but still they say we want to take Guru Mantra because it is the inner conscious that the God who is residing prompts that person to take the Guru Mantra. In other words, that person must have been following right path throughout life, knowingly or unknowingly. There are many Christians who follow very strictly right path. That's what they think, that they are following right path. And they are the one who come at the end, towards the end of the life, to take Guru Mantra. in Freiburg, there was a priest from the church who came and took Guru Mantra. So it is not only that Baba devotees come at the last moment. No, there are many people who are not even Baba devotees, but they've been following the conscious, they've been following Swadharma, Paradharma, knowingly or unknowingly, not committing bad karmas. They also come to get Guru Mantra so that they can get liberation. So God's willy-nilly guides you onto the path of liberation. When Jesus was here, he used to say, nobody will go to God unless without or through me. It is because of this reason that Jesus could guide the person to the God to get liberation. And some people say liberation is not good, some people say liberation is very good. You are saved from the life and death cycle. How can you be saved from the life and death cycle? Unless your, as I told you yesterday or day before yesterday, your karmas become zero. In order to make karma zero, you have to follow Swadharma. You have to do Swadharma. Of course, and you can do Paradharma, but not the actions to be taken by, prompted by mind. That is to say, incorrect actions. Some people also say that you do seva of human beings and you can get liberation. But the person who is doing seva constantly throughout the life is more or less guided to come to a guru or somebody so that she gets the Guru Mantra and gets liberation. I have seen in 2 years' time, some people in Germany, they got liberation after getting the Guru Mantra because they were following Swadharma throughout the life. Okay? So I hope I've been able to make clear what is Swadharma, what is Paradharma, and what are the actions to be taken by the mind, prompted by 6 demons. Okay? All right. Okay, I want to tell you about trip on 24th. 24th, at 6 o'clock we leave from this place. And we reach the place, I think, by about 9:30. We'll have breakfast, we'll carry the breakfast from here. Then we do puja at Moteshwar Mahadev. Now, I want to tell you something about Moteshwar Mahadev. 3 years ago, there was a very bad condition in Australia. There was no rain, and there was bushfire. And bushfire, the whole of government of Australia could not extinguish. It kept on burning, spreading for many months. All of a sudden, Baba told us one morning that we go to this Moteshwar Mahadev and perform puja and havan. So we did that. We performed puja, havan. The moment we finished that, it started raining in Australia. And they phoned and said, Guruji, it is raining now. And they prayed that do something. So Baba told me to do this. This is the Moteshwar Mahadev, where Pandavas, before Mahabharata war, had gone and performed the puja of the Shivlingam. And then we have included Moteshwar Mahadev in our list of Abhishek every day. If you must be paying attention, we say Moteshwar Mahadev. So that is the Moteshwar Mahadev. We are going to perform puja on 24th. Then we attend a lunch hosted by one of the ministers in Uttaranchal government in Kashipur. And then we come back. By evening we'll be back. On 25th, the program is somewhat like that. like this. Normal puja we do, and after puja we have breakfast. 9 o'clock we start bhajan in this place. 9 to 10 bhajan. 10 to 11 Mahayagya. 11 o'clock will be discourse, small discourse, and then we distribute scholarship to the poor children. Thereafter we have birthday celebration, and then we feed the lepers, and then we all partake the prasadam, that is Narayan Seva, and then the program finishes. Okay? So that is the program of 25th.
Does it go on till midnight, or that's
No.
not on that day?
Not that type of program. It finishes at midday rather than midnight. Okay. Now Almut is coming. You know Almut, no? You spoken to her?
I tried to phone, but you get Windelholz on Rishikesh. You get a
Why don't you speak to Gertrude?
I not speak to Gertrude.
You speak to Gertrude
Uh-huh.
and request her to tell Almut to carry this.
Yeah, it's not so necessary.
Huh?
We find now also
We
good
find Guruji better one.
in
Time?
Rishikesh.
We find now better one in Rishikesh. It's same.
Is available?
Yeah. It's good.
You got it?
Yeah.
I
It's
think.
okay. Okay. Last year, of course, there was a big cultural program by children.
Guruji, this year not cultural program?
This year, no cultural program. Because they finished the exam late, the children. Of course, they are prepared to do it, but should know, because Mahayagya takes priority about the cultural program this year. So, we were in the program that way. Okay.
Can I ask some, Guruji? Just wondering, as Jesus Christ, when people pray throughout the world through Jesus Christ, are you in any way attached to that? Like, do you respond?
I won't answer that question. I'm not supposed to answer. But I can tell you one thing. There was one lady in Freiburg. You know her?
Who?
Johanna. First time she prayed to Christ, and I went in her dream, and I answered the questions that she had, and I did the healing, and I did the operation also. Later on, she still sees me as same. Only that much I can tell you. Answer to your question. She almost called me every day. One day in Switzerland she asked me, "Can I call you Jesus?" I said, "No. In this life I am Kanti Parshura. You call me Guruji."
It seems like the people not call Sai Baba, Satya Sai Baba, Shirdi Baba. It's the same like the people not call Satya Sai Baba, Shirdi Baba.
Yeah, that's right. Incidentally, we had gone to Shirdi. I want to tell you the story. The Sansthan, the trust of the Shirdi now, they went to Satya Sai Baba for the first time. They went to Tirupati and then to Satya Sai Baba. So, that's it. Did I tell you about Sai Lingeshwar Mahadev in London? No.
No.
Okay. No. Sai Lingeshwar Mahadev, the one temple which is here.
No.
Okay. Helga knows. In the beginning of Satyuga, first Satyuga, the gods and goddesses got together at Jageshwar. You've been to Jageshwar. You've been to Jageshwar. And discussed as to which element of Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh was the greatest. Shiva manifested Shivlingam like this from the mouth and started growing in height in the sky and down below. Brahma was told to find out the extent on top and Vishnu bottom. They both came back without finding out the extent. So Shiva was considered the greatest. That day, Brahma and Vishnu performed the puja for the first time of Shiva. And that is the time, that is the day we celebrate as Mahashivratri. Okay. Now, there was no Shivlingam to commemorate this event. You know, such event takes place. How many Jyotirlings we have got? They are all connected with some event. And to commemorate this event, no Shivlingam was established. So Baba established this Shivlingam. And we asked Baba, Baba, what name should we give this Shivlingam? He said, Lingeshwar Mahadev. Then he explained what is the significance of Lingeshwar Mahadev. Because first time Shiva manifested Shivlingam, and there is no Shivlingam to commemorate it. Even so, Baba established this as Sai Lingeshwar Mahadev. And Baba said, a time will come when millions and millions of people will come to have darshan of this Shivlingam. It is established. In time to come, not tomorrow, not day after, not 10 years, not 20 years, you know, like that. So, that is the significance of this Shivlingam. And that's why we started performing puja, Shodasopchar puja of this Shivlingam every morning at 7:30. Previously we never used to perform 16 Shodasopchar puja outside, but outside we are now performing here every day at 7:30.